I'm Laura. I'm a licensing executive. I work for a television production company. I've got 9 GCSEs, 3 A-levels and a law degree. It's a really varied and interesting job. There's travel involved, so you get to visit, lots of different countries. It's a really good kind of business job as well, so you get sort of skills in negotiation and contracts and law, and so it's a really varied job. I think the worst thing about it, I really enjoy my job, so it's quite difficult to think of something I really dislike about it, but probably the level of office work, so administration. I think you need a good understanding of business, really, some commercial background. So for me, doing a law degree was actually really beneficial, because although I didn't go into that profession, it gave me a really good grounding. I think my advice would be, when you're choosing your A-levels or your GCSEs, really think about what type of person you are, and if you're going to do languages, then maybe you'll want to go into that kind of line of work. Or I did English and history and then law, and it gave me a really kind of good knowledge and base to then move on to a job that wasn't actually related. The average salary, it's an interesting one, because when I started out at working, I was on a really low salary, so probably around 15,000 a year, and it's taken me a bit of time to work up to the salary that I'm on now. Most people probably at a mid-executive level are on between anything from 30 to 50,000, and then if you go up to director level, you're probably on maybe 70 to 100. I think my advice would be to work really hard at school. I got a 2-2 in my degree, which is something that, in hindsight, I regretted. Although I enjoyed university, I should have probably worked harder at that stage, because you don't realise the implications that it can have on later life. And at the moment, I'm working for a really good company, but it's probably taken me 3 jobs before to get up to that level. So my advice would be to really think really hard, and while you're at university, if you want to go on a graduate course, you have to really realise that in the first year that your things that you do in your second year, your assignments, your dissertations, will actually make a difference to you getting the job that you want in the end. So my advice would be to make it easier on yourself, is do the work early on, and you'll reap the rewards later. So as a licensing executive, my typical day would involve, we work on the television programmes that we make as a company, so anything from X Factor to Britain's Got Talent, and we own what's called the IP, so the intellectual property relating to those television programmes. And in my job, I license out, so I go and look for other partners, so it might be through sponsorship or through consumer products who want to use our branding. So things for X Factor, if they wanted to do a special promotion with Kellogg's or something, and they use their branding on their goods. So typically I'm always contacting different companies, so either by telephone or email throughout the day, and it's a sales role really, to try and make them use our branding and increase brand exposure for the television programmes that we make.